like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Dead! 180! 44! I'm coming! Here we go!
Here's Foles. Catch made. That's the rookie tight end, Josh Oliver. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
13.
Foles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Go!
44, Mike, 44. Let's go one more.
Back to throw here. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll set up to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing? So
now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. Hey, Silver.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yellow. 180. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago at the time that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. Check it back. 22, jet bomber, 22, jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Safety's creeping. Hey, 57 colors. Attack. 44. Mike, 44. Ready? Nice 7, let's go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, check. Watch the safety creep. Hey, Ripley.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Check 57 colors. Mike, 44. I got it.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
That's the score. Chiefs 14, Jaguars nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike, 44. I got wide. Fopo's a Mike. Mike's Fopo. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm going back to you.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, here's Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Complete to Keelan Cole. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alfred Blue there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First down, Chiefs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 15, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Wide, get wide. Chopper, 15. Go, 44, Mike, 44. All day, punt. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Here we go. 44's the Mike, 44's Mike. Come on. I got him.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Yellow, I'll go on, 80. Watch the pass. Here we go. Attack. Yellow. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo's. Check. 44's the Mike. Check. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good. Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons. So we are at halftime here, the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in a second. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's been a long day for you. Check 31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking. Let's get it.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, swamp. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there. It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Greystone, travel. Let's go, great.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Well, these two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yard.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Into the hands of Lee on the jet sweep. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Easy, easy.
It's a gain of 15 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Foles. He hits Blue. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Now Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Shermer, he'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch the slants. Watch the go.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alfred Blue. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
18 Gator. Come on, D. Whip. Watch the whip. 61, matchbox lights.
Williams. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Good job.
Damian Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 76 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Shit.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Showing up. Check 26, check 26. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Check 13, check 13. Check. Hit it.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me